Hello, my name's Jared Christmas. I'm a stand-up comedian and sometimes actor, and very seldom dancer. And I'm originally from New Zealand. I moved here, God, way back in 2000. So good 24 years I've been here. And I've found myself in Panto, which was something that I never knew existed. It's not a big thing in New Zealand. In New Zealand, if someone shouts, he's behind you, it's because there's actually someone behind you need to be aware of. And so I did my first panto back in 2012, and that was at New Wimbledon Theatre with Priscilla Presley and Warwick Davis. So that was a real baptism of fire, that one. That was incredible. And then I've done panto with Torval and Dean, and Sam Bailey, and Scott Mills last year. Vern Troyer, Mini-Me from the Austin Powers films from years ago. So I'm getting to work with some really, really fun, excellent people.
And have you done a panto in De Montfort before?
I have. This is my fourth year doing panto in De Montfort. Absolutely love it. It's a great space. We get incredible crowds. Even during COVID, we were one of the only pantos in the country that did the full run. And we were clinging on by our fingertips. But, we had socially distanced people in there, and some of the shows there was only maybe, 300-400 people in a massive 1,400 seat venue, and they still loved it and brought a lot of energy to it. So Leicester crowds are good times.
And so you say you're now in the UK. Where are you actually based in the UK?
Oh, I'm based down near Bath. I'm in a little village just outside of Bath. I live in a house that was built in the 1640s. I live in a house older than the Treaty of Waitangi in New Zealand.
And so are there lots of other weird things about the UK that strike you once you come to live here?
Yeah, I mean, I've got used to most of them now. But the one thing that blows me away still, and any New Zealanders and maybe Australians to an extent when they come over, is just how old things are. Like New Zealand, if something's 50 years old, we put a fence around it and go, that's heritage. Whereas over here, it's like, I'm now sitting on a toilet that is 500 years old,
And so this particular panto, just tell us a little bit about what part you're playing, what the panto is, and what it means for you.
This year's panto is Snow White. I'm playing the part of Muddles. Muddles is the court jester and Snow White's best friend. And it's the comedy part, and it's the comedy part that bridges the age range. So, when I'm preparing for the role, writing the role, and the script is, there's good, my character has to be doing jokes for the kids as well as getting stuff in there for the adults, So it is a really broad-ranging character. Oh, there's a street cleaner driving past, I think. We're up on, the fourth floor, but so it's these really old buildings, mate.
Where are you now, then? Where am I talking to you?
We are in the backstage facilities of the Haymarket Theatre in Leicester, and tomorrow we transfer to De Montfort Hall for first day of tech.
And when you're not in Panto, do you ever come to Leicester?
Yeah, I do Leicester Comedy Festival. I come every year to perform there. I did De Montfort Hall for my solo show this year, which is a big step for me. Certainly the most amount of people I've ever performed to as a solo stand-up. I got just under 1,000 people, which was fantastic. And so I'm doing that again next year, so I'll be back in Leicester then. But there's a couple of really nice comedy gigs in Leicester. And Leicester Comedy Festival's where I developed the kids show that I do with a beatboxer. And so we perform in Leicester once or twice a year as well.
And so you probably have you tried costumes on? Are we close to dress rehearsals or anything?
Yeah, I think dress rehearsals Thursday maybe. But yeah, I've tried costume on. My pants didn't fit. My trousers didn't fit, and so I've had new trousers made, and they fit lovely. So I'm pretty excited.
Have you got lots of changes to do through the show?
No, I don't. I've got 3 costume changes, and they're all sort of for practical reasons. So the first costume, I've got one costume I'm in for most of the panto, and then one costume that is easy wiped down for the sort of slosh scenes, and then my walk down costume. That's it. Top tip if you're in Panto. Get changed in a closed room.
Yeah. And so when does the Panto finish?
Panto finishes on the 5th of January.
And so what will Christmas be for you? How will you cope with Christmas Day, and where will you be?
So I drive home after the final show on Christmas Eve. So I usually get home around about 11 o'clock at night, and then do some panic wrapping with my wife, and then have Christmas Day with all the family, Christmas morning with my family, my wife and 2 kids, and then we all decamp over to the in-laws' house, all the extended family there, and that's great. And then Boxing Day morning, I'll drive back up to Leicester to do the Boxing Day shows.
And will your kids come and watch the Panto?
They are coming up. They're going to come and see it twice, which is exciting. Yeah, and they're bringing different friends each time, so that's going to be good.
They probably don't find you funny at all.
Not at all. They're bored of me. They're bored of me constantly joking all the time.
Telling you what you should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. My name's Jared Christmas. I am in Leicester de Montfort Hall's production of Snow White, and I play the part of the court jester, and we open this Friday, and we go all the way through to the 5th of January. Get your tickets, or not. I'm not going to hunt you down, but you'll be disappointed if you don't.